it's me, Gina Sue, your life coach for go-getters. Today I'm going to talk about my unconventional way of thinking and eating and getting healthy. So here it goes. Now, when I say healthy, I mean that I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink sodas or sugary drinks. Maybe the occasional boba as a sweet treat. I don't take drugs, recreational or otherwise. And I love salads, and when I can, if the option's available, I typically like choosing a vegan meal over anything else. So that's kind of my version of healthy, and I'll let you know how I got there. So I was not like this all the time. I used to drink and order desserts after every meal and eat chips in front of the TV and realize that it was all gone in a moment, and that was just normal life for me until I did some real life research about food and its effects on your body, your mentality, your health and well-being, and also the longevity of your life. In college, I took a personal training class, a nutrition class, and then I kind of built my own desire to learn. I would look up, what are the nutrients in a beet? Or is milk really actually good for you? And I learned lots of things. That was a combination of some research that I discovered and also what worked for my body. For example, I am cold turkey, no dairy. If I eat dairy, then my skin will break out, I'll have a terrible stomach ache, and overall just feel really heavy and bloated, and it just does not work for me. Now, my unconventional process of going through getting healthy first began by realizing how much crap we ate, especially here in the United States, that was killing us. I mean, obesity is the number one thing that is the biggest epidemic in the US that is killing a lot of people. And in many ways, it starts from when we're in school. I mean, I had vending machines in my middle school and high school that only served chips and candies and cookies. And we would have pizza Fridays, and when we didn't have pizza Fridays, my parents would sometimes buy me In-N-Out or McDonald's for lunch. It just wasn't a thing to be health conscious back then, and I think now there's way less of an excuse to just ignore those facts and figures because we know how much it affects people. So here's the reveal. The unconventional way that I get healthy is I force myself to enjoy and love healthy foods. Now, what exactly does that mean? Here's my exact example. When I realized that kale was a superfood, another great super dark leafy green that is packed full of nutrients, and of course is a different variety from the normal spinach salads that I had, I took a little taste of it and I'm like, this is kind of bitter and gross and really thick, and it feels like you're just like eating a leaf off of a tree or from the ground, and it wasn't so tasty for me. I taught myself to love it. So I would order it as much as possible, and I would try to find ways to appreciate it. Like, actually, it's got this like thick, crunchier texture that I would never get if I ordered a spinach salad. Or, hey, it's so dark and green that makes a nice contrast with the bell peppers and the sunflower seeds that I put on top of my salad. The biggest thing that I would always say to myself is, this thing is gonna save my life. It is so good for me, and if I can have this instead of a soda, if I can have this instead of a pizza, if I can have this instead of anything else, what amazing things am I doing for my body? And it really became a practice of valuing myself, because if you think about it, your body, this vessel that you have, is the only thing that allows you to live life. This thing is what's allowing you to enjoy what being alive means. Without it, you ain't got nothing. And so for me, I want to live as long as I can to see my grandkids grow old and to go skydiving with them if that's what they want to do. And I want to be able to have the health and vitality that if I land some amazing role in the acting world, that I'll be able to do the stunts and to be physically fit enough to deal with a rough schedule and perform at my best. And so I did this with everything. For example, I love milk and I love cheese, but I know it's not good for me or my body. And so I taught myself to love almond milk or oat milk or cashew milk. Like, hey, this is made out of nuts, like whole foods that you get from the earth, from the planet. It's 100% vegan. It helps with the environment, because we all know that factory farming and having animals and transporting the food, all of that is so bad for the environment. So every time I learned about something that was good for me and good for the environment, I taught myself to love it, because at the end of the day, I want to live to the highest of my potential. And so I realized, if I'm resistant, I'm like, I hate cashew milk, but it's the only thing that I can drink, then life's gonna be no fun at all. And for me, I realized it's so easy to teach yourself to love something. I mean, I always equate it to bringing home a foster animal. I love fostering cats and dogs, and when I started that process, I would pick like the cutest dog to take home, and I would fall in love with them. And after a while, I would force myself to walk into the shelter, go up to the person running it and be like, which animal is most in need? And typically they would give me the one that's like has half their hair or certain discoloring or a skin issue or a limp. And guess what? When I brought them home and spending just a little bit of time with them, I was completely in love. And the thing is, it's because when you look at something through a beautiful lens, what can you not love about a cute little puppy or a kitten? So that's kind of like my way to think about things, especially if we bring it back to the topic of health and wellness and food and treating your body right to get healthy and fit. Why not take the time to learn how to love things, and then everything from then forward will be so easy. So I hope that was interesting for you. That is my unconventional way of getting healthy and fit and changing the way I treat my body and the diet that I eat on a daily basis. I really hope that you enjoyed that and that gave you a little nugget of wisdom and insight into how high performers really change their life and treat their bodies well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Bye!